All right, in all honesty, it is Tuesday, 11 a.m. and it is like the Tuesday after this week. I should have kept my, hold on, pause. I'm going to get my planner so I can do this a little easier with y'all. Well, I should know the date. It's Tuesday, September 2nd, but you guys are about to get caught up on the previous week of 75 Hard, week 7, because I did not pick this camera up at all. I took pictures. I'm pretty sure I took enough pictures every day to kind of give you the gist of how the week went, but I feel like this past week was just a blur. There was a couple days where I was just totally off my schedule. I felt very run down. I did start my period a week early and ended it just like my Oura ring detected. And it did give me like a little synopsis of, hey, you know, you've been really active lately, and that is looking like it's affecting your hormones. And it was, I almost didn't believe it because I have been on the same period now, like the length of my period has changed over, you know, the past several years. It'll be light, it'll be heavy, it'll be, you know, just 3 days, it'll be, you know, 7, like a full-on blown week, 7 days. But it's always been the same week, like within the same week. So for it to come a week early, I was just like, whoa. So it kind of just came and hit me fast, and I was just not feeling it for a few days. And I don't know, that's just one of the many excuses I can say to why I didn't pick up the camera. You know what I mean? Like everything is an excuse. But I'm gonna go back and go over this past week. It was a good week. I actually, just to give you guys a quick overview, so far in 75 Hard, I have averaged about 2 pounds every single week. Last week I lost 4 pounds, which is crazy to me in the week. I started at 196, and you guys will see I'm ending around 192. And then next week coming into, because I'm already into week 8, so you guys are gonna see next week. The scale has fluctuated a little bit, but it's not the end of the week yet. So we'll see how the week ends, but I'm feeling a little like, ugh, at the start of week 8. I'm getting like a spam text. So anyway, let's go back to Monday. I've got my camera here. I'll just be popping up pictures. August 25th. You guys should be seeing this on Wednesday the 3rd, I'm hoping. But the 25th, I'll pop up. Like I said, I weighed in 196, so that's what the scale showed. I did my reading on the back porch. Had my coffee, of course, and this week, I'll do better next week when you guys see next week's video. I'm not gonna tell you guys like macros and stuff like that because I didn't screenshot it, and I don't wanna have to get out of my camera and into MyFitnessPal. So I'm really sorry that I did not pick up the camera, because I got several of you messaging me over our Instagram. Definitely follow me over there if you guys want like daily updates, because I do post a day behind over there. So you guys can like keep more on track with 75 Hard if you guys are interested in that. If not, no big deal. But I do post regularly over there, and my food as well. But I'm not gonna be able to show my macros, but saying I got messages over there. I think I only got 1 comment on the video, but saying that they enjoyed seeing the breakdown of the food. So I am going to try to do that going forward as much as possible. So I got ready for the day. I'll show you guys my little outfit. My first workout. So I just took a picture, and without going into my watch, whenever I just do a picture, it means I did a mishmash of things and I didn't like actually start my watch to do something. So typically that means I did weights and my app video, and I may or may not have included the vibration plate. I don't think I did the vibration plate a lot last week at all. I think I did a ton of double walks, but if I would have done a walk, I would have taken a picture. So is it like off? Oh, I did. Okay. My picture, I just didn't take a picture until later. So I did do a double walk. I did the walking pad as my first walk. So I'll pop that up. And then I tried an Oikos. So Oikos has a protein shake. I could only muster through about half of it before I had to pour it out because the aftertaste was absolutely horrible. Oh my gosh, my arms hurt. I worked out in the actual gym in our amenity center the other day, and I think this is the end. This is day 2, day 3, and my arms still hurt. Like, I went as hard as possible, and holy cow, I cannot do anything with my arms. So I do not recommend that. I haven't tried like a ton of different ones. I tried the Alani, was not a fan of that. I tried the Oikos, again, the picture's popping up. But Premier Protein is like, there's no aftertaste for in my opinion, of the Premier Protein. Then I had breakfast or lunch probably. The picture was taken at 12:48, so that was lunch. I didn't eat probably breakfast. I had coffee in that shake. I tried the potato bakes that I picked up from Sam's a little while ago. They were very good. I definitely enjoyed them. I had an apple and a yogurt. So that was my breakfast. And then I guess later on I had a protein bar. So I took a picture of that around 4 o'clock. I must have been hungry. Couldn't wait till dinner. And then dinner, I cannot remember if this is the last of the leftovers or not, but that bolognese pasta sauce that I made a ton, and I should have just froze it. I just didn't. I just put it into little containers in the fridge. So I was just trying to eat it. My family is not, they will eat leftovers once, but if there's more than like one amount left for everybody, then I try to eat that, whether it is a lunch or a dinner, and I'll let the kids make something else because my son Bryce, he's in 9th grade. He does not get home until about 5:30, and that's dinner time. Like, that's when we eat. So here lately we've gotten into a habit to where the kids just make something for themselves, and then I will cook something, and if they're still hungry, then they'll eat what I cook. Otherwise it's Mark and I eating that, and then I have that for lunch or dinner, you know, the days forward. So we haven't really been like having a family dinner, which I would love to change, or at least do that more on the weekends where we're like sitting and all eating the same thing. But here lately during the school week, that's just how it's going with Bryce getting home so late. The girls get home right around 4, but Bryce gets home at 5:30, which is crazy. So anyway, that's how it's going here lately, these first couple weeks of school. And then of course I did my outdoor walk, so I'll pop that up, and and it's 54 minutes, which means we went the long route. So we did the long route on that. All right. Why is there not a wait? I have a picture of, oh, I must have snapped it because the next picture is I was like, I have a picture of this scale, but no, wait, I must have taken too long to take a picture. I really need to clean my baseboards. Every time I take a picture of my scale, I see the baseboards and I'm like, I need to clean, I need to write them down. I need to do that this week. I need to write it down in my planner. If it's not written down, I don't think about it. Okay, so I did weigh in 195.2 on Tuesday, yes, August 26th. And then I guess the picture I took, I finished my reading and my coffee in the morning, did that, got ready for the day. The shorts that I'm wearing in this picture, I need to get rid of because they are way too loose. Like all day I felt like I was pulling them up, and I'm not a belt person. I'm not a fan of wearing belts. So I do need to get rid of those. All right, oh, that's right. Tuesday is when I got my sink replaced, which was fantastic. So instead of a double sink, we have a single basin sink, and it's even deeper than our one before because they had to move our little garbage disposal button down. So I am loving the new sink. So my eating was a little bit off. I had a little yogurt around 11 before they showed up, and then I just hung out in the bedroom with the dogs because the dogs hate it when people are in our house that they don't know. So I had a little snack, then late lunch at 2:30. I love how my camera shows me like the times that I'm taking pictures. And I just had a lean cuisine meal because like I said, that day was kind of a little off. And then I did an indoor walk at 3 o'clock. After they were all gone, I ate, and then I did an indoor walk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did double walks all week last week. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. But my effort was moderate, not easy, so I must have gone a little faster on that, maybe 2.5 or 3. So did that. And then for dinner, the kids convinced me into ordering sandwiches. So we got Jersey Mike's is the picture that I have here, and then I had some Quest chips on the side of mine. I actually did not eat that whole thing. Their bread is very thick, and I feel like it was just so filling. I actually gave the dogs like the last, they cut it in half, so I think I had 3/4 if I remember correctly, and I gave the dogs like one big bite each of the last of my sandwich, so I was not even able to eat it all. And then, man, I have been loving the baths lately. I think I only took one picture to share, but I think I took 3, maybe 4. No, that was this week. Yeah, that was yesterday. I took a bath yesterday. So I took 3 baths last week, and they just felt so good. Like I said, my body was just tired and sore because it was my time of the month, and I feel like it just hit me a little harder than it has been lately. So I was a little sore, so I was taking advantage of taking baths. So I did that, and I actually took a bath before a walk because Mark was working a little bit later, so we actually didn't even start our walk till 8:45 that night, and we just did a normal walk, 45 minutes. So we got that done, and then we come to Wednesday the 27th, and scale popping up, weighed in at 194.4. Oh, and I feel like I've mentioned this before, but weighing yourself daily is not necessary. It's not one of the checklist items on 75 Hard. I just like to do that when I'm in a program so I can see the fluctuations. And so instead of just weighing in once a week, if the scale is up versus the prior week, I can kind of see the average of how my week went, especially if you're eating late. The nights that I walk later, I'm feeling a little bit more sore in the morning, and your body responds to that. You know what I mean? Like if you're finishing your water late, or if you have eaten out, you know what I mean? Like the sodium, all those things affect your body. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are gaining fat versus gaining muscle with all your exercising, or versus it's just hanging on to you a little bit more that day. So as long as I'm feeling good, my clothes are feeling the same. There's been several days here lately where, especially, and I know this is gonna be in next week's video because like I said, it's already Tuesday for the next week, but the scale was up today, which you guys will see, but I feel very light. So when I first stepped on the scale, I was like, whoa. And then I was like, I feel very light. My clothes feel the same. I think it was just, you know, a combination of things that I did over the weekend, and it was a long weekend and I was more restful. I didn't get as many steps as I typically do. I kind of just used the weekend to chill, and that reflected a little bit in, you know, in the scale the next morning. So with that, that's why I weigh every day. So I don't get into a habit of just weighing in once a week or not weighing in for a while and then stepping on the scale and being like, whoa. I know there's a whole bunch of factors that go into what the scale says. So anyway, Wednesday, had my coffee out on the porch. Got a picture of my dog like staring at me, my dog Oliver. He's so cute. And then I did my reading inside, and I guess on Wednesday I was about, it looks like I'm about halfway, a little over halfway. Oh, sorry, it changed. Done with my book. So got that done, and then I had breakfast at 10, which was the mini pancakes, a banana, and a little bit of syrup. I love that combo, so good. Officially got ready for the day after that. Did an indoor walk. Yes, I did, on the walking pad. My effort was easy, and I just did a little over 45 minutes, so I did that. And then my lunch was a snack plate. So let's see, I'm popping up the picture, but I had cottage cheese and pineapple, carrot sticks and hummus, and then that Catalina, is that what it's called? Catalina Crunch, like snack mix. I was hoping to have like a meat stick of some kind, but we only have, I really need to like give them away to somebody in the neighborhood. But we have the Archer sticks that I got that are like flavored. What did I get? A taco, and there's another one. There's 2 different flavors in there. Not a fan. I just like the typical beef or turkey stick by Archer's, or by the Sam's Club brand. Sam's Club brand is really good, or no, it's not Sam's Club brand because I can buy it at Target and at Walmart. I forget the name of it, but I like those ones too. Not a fan of Chomps at all. So anyway, it has a snacky plate. And then, oh, I bought this like little coffee dessert panna cotta from Trader Joe's, and I had one of those. Very, very good. I loved it. And then, okay, no, yeah, see, I had a lot of that spaghetti left over. Was that the last of it? Okay, yes. I was like, wait, I don't remember eating a ton of that last week. Okay, so that was the last of it. And the last few days that I had it, I had bought some spiralized zucchini zoodles, and I mixed some of that. I had less of the pasta, and I added the zoodles and then the pasta sauce. So, and some Parm cheese. So that's what I had for dinner. And then I did my outdoor walk, 45 minutes. So we just did our normal route. We actually went pretty quick that night. 17 minutes was our first and second mile. So that's pretty good. We were on a roll. All right, coming to Thursday, August 28th, I weighed in at 194.1. So that's already, you know, like 2 pounds down, and only on a Thursday. So like I said, I don't know, I guess the double walks, we'll see. Maybe I haven't worked out yet today. Maybe I'll do a double walk today. We'll see. Then I don't think I ever ended up posting this picture. I will pop it up. I don't know why I took it. I think this was the day. Did I mark it? It's in my Oura ring. I feel like this was the day where I officially started my period. Like it was, you know, you're spotting for like a day or two, or it's like really light. This was like a heavy day because I don't remember why I took this picture, but I look very sad and not, oh yeah, for sure. Because my picture, like my get ready for the day picture, is in pajama pants and the biggest shirt I own. Like this, I think this is a 1X t-shirt. And it's very big on me. So yeah, this must have been that day. And then I had Chipotle for lunch. So yeah, I was all in my cravings. So I had Chipotle for lunch. And then, yep, indoor walk. So 45, oh, I must have been going at a 2 speed because my first mile was just under 30 minutes. So I must have been going slow. Yeah, Thursday was the day where I was like, no, I'm not feeling it. Oh, for sure. Because then dinner was oatmeal and 2 pieces of toast. In the oatmeal, I do have a protein for oats protein packet that I add to oatmeal. And then I had some blueberries and some peanut butter in there. And then I just have some honey on the 2 pieces of toast. And then I think, what does that say? Oh, everybody else had steak and salad that night. I had that, yeah, so for sure I was not feeling good. And then outdoor walk, 45 minutes. Went a little slow with the 19 being our first mile. So definitely was not feeling the best. And then that shows a little bit on the scale the next day on Friday, September 29th, 194.4. You know, just went up a tad. Of course, did my reading, had my coffee in the morning, and then I got ready for the day. So there's my picture. I was feeling better. I'm all smiley. Indoor workout, of course, though. I went a little over. I must have been watching a show that time, because normally I just stick to 45 minutes, but I must have been watching something because I did 47 minutes, probably on 2 and then 2.5, because it says my first mile was 29 minutes and then my second was just under 18. Had some breakfast tacos with just no meat. It looks like just eggs. Yeah, scrambled eggs, cheese, salsa, and then I cut up an apple. And then for dinner, what time did I have breakfast? Oh, so that was lunch, 11:49. So I did not eat breakfast. But some days I don't eat breakfast. I just have my coffee and then I'll have lunch. Dinner, I made a chicken pot pie recipe from Macro Friendly Foods. So had that, and I was actually, that's the first recipe that I have made. Sorry, I have to switch my hand again. By her that we were not fans of. I need to either, if I do recreate it, I mean, she has a couple different versions of chicken pot pie, and I made another one. It was like a sheet pan one. That one was good. But this one was just a casserole one, and I don't know. I just wasn't a fan. I didn't like the homemade bread mixture that I made for the top, and nobody else in the house was a fan either. So we actually, that's the first meal in a long time where there were leftovers that we tossed. I did not keep them. I threw them away because I knew we weren't going to eat it. But like I said, typically that's the first, I've been using Macro Friendly Foods for 2-ish years now, I believe. And that's the first recipe I've made where I'm like, okay, I won't make this one again. So anyway, there's that outdoor walk. Oh, we went earlier. Mark must have got home at a decent time on Friday. He works really hard, you guys. He works so hard. But 8:18 is when we went on our walk. So just did 45 minutes. And then Saturday is when I stepped on the scale and I was like, whoa. So like everything I was feeling, I was starting to slow down on my period. So 192.9 was the weigh-in on Saturday, and on Saturday I just had toast and coffee for breakfast. And then, oh, that was my second cup of coffee, so I had 2 cups of coffee that day. Did the walking pad around lunchtime. Definitely just did speed 2 because my first mile was a little over 30 minutes and my effort says easy. So I was like, the weekends are definitely like, we sleep in a little bit and we're just like, okay, what do we absolutely want to get done this weekend? And then we have a little chill time. Mark and I just sit and chat. We'll catch up on a show or something. So we're trying to, after this past weekend, we had a lot of, we did have a good day on Sunday. We did a lot of stuff on Sunday, but Saturday and Monday, with it being a holiday weekend, we definitely sat on the couch a lot, and we're like, okay, we can't do that anymore. We were like overly rested, I guess, to where we were feeling very sluggish. So can't be doing that on the weekends anymore. It was nice to do that one weekend. So anyway, walking pad for my first workout, and then dinner. I guess I was all in my like cravings. I don't know, but the kids wanted pizza rolls. They had some friends over, so I made pizza rolls, and I was like, that sounds really good, but I needed more protein, and I was like, I want some eggs too. So I had scrambled eggs with cheese and salsa, and then some pizza rolls. That was my dinner. That's what my dinner was. And then of course our outdoor walk. We did moderate 18 for our mile, so we did a good pace that night. All right, so my picture of the day I didn't take until my night walk. Wow, that threw me off. So I almost forgot to take my picture that day. And if Mark wouldn't have said something, I would have woke up on Friday. Yeah, I took that picture at 9:25. I would have woke up on Sunday and been like, holy crap, I failed 75 hard because I didn't take my picture. So I'm glad Mark said something. So I took that picture after we got back. That must have been after we got back from our walk. What time? Yeah, our walk was 8:09 to 8:56. Whoa, that just threw me going through the pictures. I was like, wait, what? Did I not take any pictures on Sunday? Okay, so yeah, Saturday, that picture is from Saturday night. The whole day had passed. So Sunday, got up in the morning, weighed in, 192.5. Took my picture because I was ready to go, and then we left, and Mark and I went on a hike. And it's kind of crazy because where we went on our hike, it's about a 30-minute drive from us. There are places closer, but this is a place that I had been before, so I kind of knew what to expect. So Mark and I went. I did get a little lightheaded and overheated. I had to take a couple-minute pause and drink some water and hydrate because I thought I was gonna pass out or throw up, or both of them. At one point when we were like almost at the very top, I had just like overdone it. We were going too fast, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to sit and chill. So that was a little scary. But after I drank some water and I just let my body relax for a second, my heart rate come back down, I was good the rest of the time. So we did a hike. I'll show you a picture once we got to the top, the picture of it. And then I also took a sweaty selfie in the car of Mark and I, so I'll post that one as well. And then how long, yeah, so an hour and 12 minutes was how long it took us to get to the top and then back down. And there's different routes that you can take, and we took the level 4, which is the hardest. We did level 4. I would love to do that again. But today on Facebook, somebody posted that they were hiking the same exact trail that we were, the same park that we were at, and they saw a black bear. There was a black bear. I was like, whoa, what the heck? So that was crazy. Like there's little pictures of things, the animals that are in there and birds and stuff like that if you're a naturist and you're like going out there to look for to bird watch or anything like that. And the only animal that it had on there was coyotes. And I was like, oh, that's fine. And we have protection when we're doing stuff like that. We have protection on us. But it did not mention bears. And so when I saw that post, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go there again. That's a little scary to know that there's black bears in there. But anyway, it was a good hike. That was fun. And then we went out to breakfast to a place that I had not tried before, that Mark and I have like a restaurant list of places that we see when we're out and about, or that friends or family talk about. And so it's called Pan and Coffee. So we went there. It was actually really, really good. So I got their like a steel cut oats bowl. It had yogurt and peanut butter and granola and berries and stuff like that, but very, very good. And then when I got back, so typically, you know, I have my coffee and my reading, sorry, my nose itches, in the morning, but since we got up early to go do that, I did not do any of that. So I had my official first cup of coffee. I got some from Pan and Coffee, but there's no like extra protein in there. So I had my protein coffee when I got back at 1 something, and then did my reading. So the day was a little bit off, and then since we did our hike, we did not need to do like an outdoor workout later on in the night, so we actually went to our neighborhood gym, and this is when, like, this is why my arms are still sore, because we used like almost every single, I think we did more than 45 minutes. Yes, we did 47 minutes because I logged it as a functional strength training on my watch. I took like a little pump picture in the bathroom there in the gym, and the AC, I don't know if it's off during the weekend or if it's just not working, because I haven't been to our neighborhood gym in a while, since last year. But they had a couple different fans, like box fans in there going, and the AC was off. It was so hot. Like, Mark and I were dripping. What time did we go? I took the picture. Okay, so we were there from 3:07 to 3:54. It was hot. That's like the hottest part of the day. So we were dripping. I was super sweaty, but we did pretty much all of the arm machines that they had there, and I went as hard as I could, and my arms felt like jello. Yesterday it was worse. Today they're a little better, but holding this camera is testing my arm strength. So we did that. So we were done by 4 o'clock with both of our workouts, which was a really nice feeling. And that's why I don't even know what I had for dinner. I didn't take a picture of food. I don't think I ate lunch, but I don't remember what I had for dinner. I just know I did what I had to do. I got to my 100 grams of protein. But I don't have any more pictures to show for Sunday. So that's how we ended the day. And I feel like the rest of the day we were like couch potatoes. We were like, oh my gosh, we're so tired from waking up early, doing the hike, and then doing our strength training, like machines and no AC. We were done for the day. We were like, no, I don't want to do anything else. So we just chilled at home, caught up on a show. I cannot remember what we had for dinner on Sunday. I didn't take a picture either. Dang, my bad. But that is how we ended week 7. So like I said, almost a 4 pound, what was it? I don't remember exactly, but it was a little more than normal. So that was awesome. The hike felt great afterwards, even though I got like a little sick halfway through and I had to take a little break. After we were all done walking back to the car, I was like, that was awesome. I want to do that again. So probably not every weekend, but we are going to incorporate doing like more things out of the house, and not just like nightly walks going forward. Maybe not for like, you know, the rest of 75 hard. We'll see. We got to plan that stuff, but it was really nice and it felt great. So Mark and I were talking, we were like, we got to do more things like this, like pickleball. We haven't played pickleball in a long time. We were doing that regularly there for a while. But we would like to get back into doing that kind of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this like catch up and just popping up pictures. It should be a little quicker, a little shorter of a video than me actually picking up the camera. We shall see. I mean, right now my camera says 28 minutes and 50 seconds, but I know I need to edit out a few things like little pauses and me like coughing and stuff like that. I've done that for talking this long. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this catch-up version of week 7 for 75 hard. Made it through. We will be starting week 8. I've already started it, but you guys will see that next week. And we are today, or yesterday, Monday, was day 50. So we are 2/3 of the way through. We've only got 25 days left. That's awesome. But to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. We are on the back end of 75 hard, so very excited to get a little bit of time back in our day after this challenge is over, although I'm going right into something else that I'll be sharing with you guys just to keep me on track. I want to end this year out with a bang, so I've got a couple different things planned. Okay, now I'm just being super chatty, but I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.